Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sporty spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
You've been behaving strangely ever since we moved into this house.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Henrietta.
I'm sure you wouldn't. Nevertheless, it's true. And I'm worried about you.
Well, you needn't be. I feel as fit as a fiddle.
And ready for love. There. You see how jumpy you are?
Well,
Cosmo, I really think you need a checkup.
he hasn't gone 1,000 miles yet. I haven't got...
Where haven't you gone, Cosmo?
I haven't gone anywhere, dear. I'm right here.
You're not looking well. And what's more, you're not eating the way you should.
Yes, Cosmo. You really should improve your table manners.
Cosmo, I do wish you'd let Dr. Lang come over and give you an examination.
Come on, George. We better go start boiling instruments.
Where did I put my rubber gloves? By the way, how are Dr. Lang and your friend Thelma getting along?
Not at all. I mean, he never phones her or anything. Poor Thelma.
And I suppose after my checkup, Thelma might drop in. Accidentally, of course.
She might. Cosmo, surely you don't think Thelma's romance is more important to me than your health?
No, dear. But I was just thinking, wouldn't it be a more direct way to bring them together if Thelma had an examination?
Oh, no, that would be much too obvious. I mean, Thelma doesn't need an examination. You do.
Well, I hope I pass.
Oh, Cosmo, you're a lamb. I'll phone Dr. Lang to come over tomorrow.
Better make it the day after tomorrow. Give me a little more time to get myself run down. Very interesting. 6:30.
Oh, I'd better start dressing for dinner.
Not yet. We'll have to operate first. Go away.
Absolutely normal.
Oh, are you going to believe him or me? Well, you better find something wrong with me, or Henrietta will never forgive you.
I'm doing my best. You're disappointingly healthy.
Oh, my goodness. You mean we're not going to operate?
We'll find something yet.
Now we'll have a look at your heart.
What did I tell you? Now we'll have a look at your heart. My scalpel, Neil. Neil, we're not going to operate on a bottle. Just as I thought. He has chimes.
Sound as can be. Looking cross-eyed.
You peeping Tom.
Oh, excuse me, Katie. Is the doctor... Dr. Lang's upstairs with Mr. Topper. Mrs. Topper's in there.
Thank you. Oh, Henrietta, I'm so excited. Well, you mustn't be. Make it look as though you just happened to drop in. Take off your coat.
Any business down here?
I think we'll have to remove a coat. Quick, nurse, my forceps.
Thelma.
Never mind, dear. The patient pulled through all right.
Do you think he'll be down soon? As soon as he's finished with Cosmo. Oh, dear. I do hope he doesn't find anything wrong.
I thought he had a little difficulty finding the patient myself.
You're not worried about Cosmo. You know how men are.
How are men?
They're like children. They don't know how to take care of themselves, always getting sick and... Henrietta, what is it? Oh, come sit down. George, she's sick.
Don't worry. I'm here.
I'm all right.
See?
Shall I get the doctor?
Yes.
No, it's nothing. But Henrietta, you look like a ghost.
Take that back.
Well, Mrs. Topper, your husband's the healthiest... Now, what's wrong here?
She suddenly had a pain.
Henrietta, what is it?
It's all right. I'll be all right in a moment.
I'm going to give you a checkup. Do you feel strong enough to come upstairs?
Of course.
Don't move that patient. She has every indication of photometastasis.
Here we go.
All this fuss.
I demand a consultation.
George, what do you suppose is wrong with Henrietta?
How should I know? What do you think I am, a doctor? And she was worried about me.
Now, you mustn't fuss, Cosmo. I know it isn't anything. I just feel it in my bones. Here it comes.
Relax.
How is she?
She's right as rain.
Oh, Doctor, you're wonderful.
Just a little nervous indigestion. I've urged her to stay in bed for a few days and rest.
Not a chance.
Sorry, sir.
No, you're perfectly right, Katie. Look here, Bob. Couldn't you make her go to the hospital for a week or so?
Well, as a matter of fact, she is a bit run down.
Oh, Doctor, please take her to the hospital. Then we could be there every day and I could...
Of course, I wouldn't want you to do anything unprofessional.
No, I wouldn't call it that. If she needs rest, it's up to me to see that she gets it. Besides, the hospital isn't crowded right now. I'll tell her that she has nullum seriosus.
My diagnosis precisely. Thank heavens I was here. We'll have to operate immediately.
Shall I go boil the instrument?
What's, nullum?
Latin for nothing serious.
Obviously, the man's a quack.
George, look at this.
Oh, Neil, how did you do that? Get out of that one if you can. I wonder if there's some way to reverse this thing.
Oh, there's a reverse button on the machine.
Serves you right, but I'll get you out of this. Turn it on, honey.
Now, look what you've done.
Looks like cyclone weather. You know, that's the first excitement we've had around here since Henrietta left.
Oh, my. Has been pretty dull around here. What can we do to liven things up a little?
I can turn on the vacuum again.
Say, why don't we give a party? A surprise party on my birthday.
A surprise party for you?
Well, it'll be a party for me, but it'll be a surprise for Topper.
Certainly will.
Oh, he hasn't had much fun lately, poor darling, running back and forth from the hospital to the bank.
Whom could we ask? Thelma? Dr. Lang?
Certainly not. We'll invite our friends. We'll send out invitations and sign Topper's name to them. Come on, George. Let's get a pencil and some paper.
This party's even beginning to surprise me.
Now, take this down.
Okay.
Dear Blank,
Do we have to ask him?
you are invited to a party at the home of the late Marion and George Kirby. I'm asking a few of their old friends in honor of Marion's birthday and to help keep their memory green.
If you don't mind, I prefer my memory blue.
Now, at the bottom, put the address, the date Saturday, and say from 6:30 on. And sign Cosmo Topper. Oh, there's Topper now. Put that away. Did you have a nice day at the bank, darling?
Yes, Deb. Oh, sorry. Force of habit. Well, let's start again, shall we? Have a nice day at the bank, darling.
Fine.
Any embezzlements or hold-ups? No, it was an off day.
Cosmo, sit down.
But I don't want to sit down. Why are you suddenly calling me Cosmo?
Because I want to be a Henrietta to you.
Well, thank you very much. But I prefer Henrietta to be a Henrietta to me.
Don't argue, darling. George, go get Cosmo his slipper and his smoking jacket. I want him to be comfortable.
Let him get his own slippers and smoking jacket.
George, don't argue. How was Henrietta today, darling?
She was fine this afternoon.
Topper. You won't be going to the hospital Saturday afternoon, will you?
I think so. Why?
Well, because, it's my birthday.
Saturday, eh?
I was born from 6:30 on. And I thought it would be nice if you and George and Neela and I could have a drink together.
Well, I think that could be arranged. I hope you'll be very comfortable.
You're coming along beautifully.
I was only trying to help.
Well, please stop it. Oh, Doctor, when can I go home?
Well, sometime next week.
I'll make a bargain with you. I'll stay until the end of the week, until Saturday.
Now, we promised Topper.
Well, you don't have to tell him.
Isn't Topper apt to see you around the house?
We'll make it a surprise. Thelma! I'll leave here Saturday afternoon before dinner, and we'll surprise him. Then the four of us can have a little party and celebrate.
How thrilling.
I'll tell Kitty to put a bottle of champagne on the ice. That's Cosmo now. Don't say a word.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Thelma. Doctor.
Topper.
Thank you, dear. Oh, Thelma, will you put these in a vase? Thelma's so good at fixing flowers.
Well, I've got to be going. I'll see you tomorrow. Topper.
Goodbye.
Thelma.
Bye, Doctor. Cut the stems, dear. There's a scissors on the dresser. Cosmo,
Yes, dear.
what are you doing Saturday afternoon?
Saturday afternoon? Why, dear?
I thought you might ask Thelma to tea. You're alone so much.
I'm afraid I have a date Saturday afternoon. Mrs. Baskerville, 6:30 on.
But if you go there, then we can. Oh, Cosmo will be home in time for dinner, won't you, dear?
Oh, yes, yes. And isn't she?
Big of you, old man, to provide champagne and hors d'oeuvres.
Certainly was, but I didn't.
Don't be modest.
We found them where you hid them, in the icebox.
Well, I didn't hide them.
Who did?
Oh, dear. I hope Kitty isn't giving a party.
If she is, it's over. Well, a toast to my bride. Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you, dear.
Slight token of my esteem.
Oh, Topper, darling, you remembered.
Even after she reminded you twice a day.
Oh, Topper, I love it.
Well, happy birthday and a long life. A long afterlife.
Mr. Topper. How did you do that?
It's very light champagne, Kitty. Very, very light.
But you're not to drink that champagne until later, and you're not to eat the hors d'oeuvres either.
I'm not. Why? What's happening later?
Well, it's a surprise.
How does she know? Topper, stop her.
Topper. Kitty, we have... I haven't finished that yet.
And you're not going to until... There she is.
Who is?
Good evening. Oh, Phyllis, isn't it too depressing? Their old house. I'm simply devastated.
Well, look who's here. Violet and Edna.
Whom did you wish to see? Why, Mr. Topper, of course. Whom shall I say is calling? He wouldn't know it from Adam. Don't they look wonderful?
Hi, Vi.
Kitty, who is it?
Two women you don't know from Adam.
I don't?
Let me take your wraps.
Phyllis, our rats.
It's the moths, and they're very large around here. They'll take anything, but they won't hurt it.
Oh, well, isn't he a lamb? You must be Mr. Topper. Oh, you darling, darling man. I must kiss you.
You must.
Uh-huh.
Katie, you better take these and put everything in the icebox.
George, doesn't Edna look well?
Yeah. But she doesn't hear so well. She didn't say hello.
Are we the first?
The first one.
It's a surprise.
Such a beautiful sentiment to throw a party for the Kirbys. I must kiss you again.
Must you?
If that's who I think it is, break loose.
Hey, Charlie, Jack, Louise. Hey, Mary, say hello to Elizabeth.
Hello, Lizzie. Hi, Louise. So glad you could come.
Let's have out
Fair weather friend.
Well, you made up the guest list.
I did?
What is that?
And I'll give a party for the Kirbys next Tuesday.
I'll give one for them on Thursday.
And the rest of the week we'll divide among the others.
Cosmo, darling, won't we have fun?
Well,
I really must kiss you again.
I think of the times I've had in this very house, in this very room, and now where is she? Poor pretty Marion, the life of everybody. I can hardly wait to get home.
There we are.
Velma, how do you do it?
Hey, Joe.
Won't Cosmo be surprised? Thank you.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet. We're going to play a game.
Topper, darling, a most divine party.
Never had a better time. I keep forgetting.
I really must kiss you again.
don't be alarmed. It's only the ghost of Marion Kirby.
Topper, let's play the orange game.
What's the orange game?
Don't you know?
No.
Oh, take the orange like this, put it under your chin, and then a woman passes it on to a man without any heads. Let's try it.
You're not fooling anybody with that orange.
Oh, I can hardly wait to see his face. Now I know why you had me put away in the hospital.
Bob, you've got to get her to unlock that door and see me.
And if you do see her, what will you tell her?
Oh, I don't know. Do you think she'd believe that I was giving her a party in honor of her coming home? A surprise party.
You didn't even know she was coming home today. She was going to surprise you.
Oh. Well, you told me. You told me Henrietta was coming home.
I did not. Besides, it won't work.
Oh, it's got to work. Why did I refuse to invite Selma for tea? Why did I pretend I was going to Mrs. Baskerville's? Well, just so that I could keep Henrietta from suspecting my little plan, so that I could give her a surprise party, brighten up her life a bit, after all these days in hospital. And the only reason I didn't tell you about it was because I was afraid you'd tell Henrietta and spoil the surprise.
Cosmo, darling, can you ever forgive me?
Why, yes, of course, Henrietta, but never let it happen again now.
Just one thing, Cosmo. Who were all those people?
Just people, dear. You know, men and women.
But I've never seen them before.
Well, that's just it, dear. I thought perhaps it would be a nice little change for you to see some new faces instead of some old faces.
So nice of you to be leaving. Mr. Topper.
Mary, Henrietta.
Such a wonderful party. I really must kiss you again. Oh, you'll never get out of this one.
Well, don't stand there. Kiss your Aunt Henrietta and go home.
What does he do?
As Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostess. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sporty spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
You've been behaving strangely ever since we moved into this house.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Henrietta.
I'm sure you wouldn't. Nevertheless, it's true. And I'm worried about you.
Well, you needn't be. I feel as fit as a fiddle.
And ready for love.
There. You see how jumpy you are?
Well,
Cosmo, I really think you need a checkup.
He hasn't gone 1,000 miles yet.
I haven't got...
Where haven't you gone, Cosmo?
I haven't gone anywhere, dear. I'm right here.
You're not looking well. And what's more, you're not eating the way you should.
Yes, Cosmo. You really should improve your table manners.
Cosmo, I do wish you'd let Dr. Lang come over and give you an examination.
Come on, George. We better go start boiling instruments.
Where did I put my rubber gloves?
By the way, how are Dr. Lang and your friend Thelma getting along?
Not at all. I mean, he never phones her or anything. Poor Thelma.
And I suppose after my checkup, Thelma might drop in. Accidentally, of course.
She might. Cosmo, surely you don't think Thelma's romance is more important to me than your health?
No, dear. But I was just thinking, wouldn't it be a more direct way to bring them together if Thelma had an examination?
Oh, no, that would be much too obvious. I mean, Thelma doesn't need an examination. You do.
Well, I hope I pass.
Oh, Cosmo, you're a lamb. I'll phone Dr. Lang to come over tomorrow.
Better make it the day after tomorrow.